Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dede Powerniak. I'm the Invincible CEO, and this is the Invincible CEO Wish Fulfilled Playground. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where here, mindset and manifestation meet, right? We bring those two sides together so that you can live the life of your dreams. And what do? I help you make clear, concise, conscious choices so that you have a really clear, defined jump off point. You know who you once were as we're unfolding the version of you in the wish fulfilled. So normally I'm about to head out to the gym and I usually get my inspiration for my videos while I'm doing something else, right? I totally vacate doing the business thing and I go and I have a really good workout. And because I'm so focused in the now moment on what I'm doing in that moment, other things, other echoes, other ideas can come in and permeate where if I'm in the business mode, sometimes I get too caught up in the business mode. So this allows the free flow. But today, this morning, before I head out to the gym, I received a message from a really good friend who started off as a client years ago. And when I tell you he has transformed his life, I will link his client testimonial video in the description box below where we were just starting to work together and he took a trip to Portugal from San Diego and never came home because of just being here now. And everything within him was telling him to stay there. And we got him to have this wonderful unfolding. It's still unfolding. His life is just blowing up in so many different directions. But he gave a little testimonial to me on Messenger, which I'm going to play. And then I'm going to play one of the videos from our other channel. I started a new channel and it's called Invincible You. And this is more like us just having a talk over coffee, where I give you an experience. It's all experiential of how you can use everyday mundane things to remind yourself how your wish fulfilled. Once you make a choice, it's already here, it's already done. So I don't want to spend too much time here going into all of that because I will share the video. And, if you want to work with me, if you want to make big changes in your life, he's been out there now for over 2 years and his life just keeps expanding unbelievably. I'm so thrilled that I get to be a part of this unfolding, him sharing his journey with me. We've actually never met in person, so that's on the agenda to do too. But again, I will link his client testimonial video below, and I will share his recent today, this morning, the testimonial on Messenger. And then I'm going to share one of the new videos from the new channel because there's only two of them up there. I'm going to bring that over here so that you can see the analogy of how it's already here, it's already done. All you have to do is make a choice, and that you will be guided during the course of your 3D moving around to take the inspired actions, whatever it is, and allowing flow to be, and how nothing has any meaning until you give it meaning. So once again, if you want to, you've taken yourself as far as you can go on your own. These are my kind of clients. I don't fix broke people. I don't try to heal you because there's none of that. There's none of that, and that will keep you locked in those realities for a really, really long time. It's about choosing a different version of you that is already complete. Like if you want to be a piano virtuoso and you've never touched a piano before, you can step into a character that is either a brilliant genius prodigy of the piano, or you can tap into the version of you that's been practicing for 20 years and get all of the benefits of what they've done right here, right now. So if you would like to work with me, all the options are in the description box below. Go check it out. Get yourself on my calendar, and we will begin to work together to give you the life of your dreams. So once again, my name is Dede Powerniak. I am the Invincible CEO. I am so excited to be here for you. So let me start now, and I will pop his picture up on the screen, but I want to give you the message that he just sent me. Here we go.
So, like running around in here, not running, but moving quickly, swiftly to get all my things organized to start this next part of the day, and I suddenly had this aha moment about the puzzle, like because I watched your puzzle video yesterday, right? It ended up being the little boy. I guess it was a boy, the child, the person, the mini human. And suddenly that image popped in my head and I was like, oh. And then what popped in my head was, oh, now with that visual, right, in your explanation of it, and thinking about the card, of course, there's no other name it would be addressed to. And I'm like, oh, it's just already done. Like that part of my done deal that I know is done. Like it's just like the puzzle. It's just a matter of selecting the pieces and letting them find the place that they fit into. The it's already done is that's not the question. It's just what are the pieces? What are the actions? What are the steps? What are the unfoldings that lead to the completion of that picture? Just like the steps that I wasn't even paying attention to that led to the completion of the envelope I received in the mail today, right? Like that. So I'm saying this by way of testimonial, if you will, to the approach you're taking with your new channel is really powerful. I've never been able to really see it before. Like I hear you say it and I say it. I know it is done. But it's like to have that image of, oh, there's this puzzle that's a picture of this child. Like I couldn't tell what that was going to be until towards the end, right? It's that's just how it is. Duh. Okay. Wow.
All right, so that was his message, and he was referring to this card. So not only did he go to Portugal to visit, but ended up staying there, when we create a new character, he created a new character and renamed himself, gave himself a whole new name. So as he introduced himself to new people, he introduced himself with this new name of Declan, but there were people from his old 3D reality that knew him under a different name, especially, close family and friends that kind of refused to accept this new name. And now he received a Valentine's card in the new name from someone in that quote unquote old reality that was resistant. But really, what we're seeing here is he's acclimating more and more himself. He has no resistance within him. So when there's no resistance within you, then there is no resistance to the characters that you're pushing out because everything is a reflection of you and there's always movement. And when you're not thinking about it and you're just going about the other things, all the things that you've asked for, your subconscious mind, your higher self knows. So without any further ado, I'm going to play the video that's over on the other channel. Take a moment. That's also linked in the description box below. There's only 2 videos over there right now. And like and subscribe to the new channel, but so that way you'll be getting these wonderful videos from different perspectives. And I have a whole lineup of all the different ways that I'm going to show you. It's already here, it's already done on that other channel. And then we come back here for the on-screen, more logical type of breakdown. So enjoy. Thank you so much. Take a moment, like and subscribe, share with all of your manifestation friends. And now I got to get to the gym. I have some muscles to pump. All right. See you again soon. Until next time I see you, enjoy. Welcome to Invincible You, where we talk about all things manifestation, self-concept, consciousness, to help you make clear, concise, conscious choices in the now moment as you're experiencing life so that you can manifest the life of your dreams. Welcome. My name is Dede. This is the sister channel to the Invincible CEO Wish Fulfilled Playground, where we take a more classroom kind of approach over on the other channel. This is more conceptual and experiential, where I use everyday things that you can do to understand how your wish fulfilled is already here. It's already done, even before you begin to move through inspired action. So today, I'm going to be using a puzzle. We're going to do puzzle today and showing you that I can choose a puzzle that I have no idea what is going to be part of the puzzle. Here, again, we have no idea what it is that we are going to do today. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to pick what size puzzle I want to do because I want to have a little talk with you today as we do this. And in doing so, right, I have no idea what this puzzle is. It looked like there might be a little girl on there, but it's not until I make a choice, and you saw all the little choices that I made at that point. I decided to do a puzzle. I decided to pick one that was unknown. I decided to pick how many pieces there are going to be. And now I'm starting to put the puzzle on the board. Now, it's already here. It's already done. All the pieces I trust are here in order for me to put this full picture together. And in doing so, I move with confidence. And you can hear, and what I love about this is every time you make a connection, a little bell goes off. And it's just these beautiful little victories that we're giving ourselves all day long, where we start something, we make a choice, we're guided through our actions of what actions to take to bring it to fruition. And it has a start and a stop, and then it's done. And that's all manifestation is. When you hear teachers say that you've been manifesting your whole life, you've been doing it all day long, every day, you just don't realize what you're doing. That's why I like doing these things here, because I like to show you how you can take everyday things and see it as manifesting. And then you'll start to see your own patterns. And then from your own patterns, you're going to see what is the best way for you to manifest. Now, for me, I like to do either a coloring page or a puzzle early in the morning, because when I do that, I'm giving myself a victory. Not only every little step that I take here, right? You hear the little, and maybe I'll turn it up a little bit so that you can hear the chimes. I don't know how soft it's going to sound on the video recording, but I'm going to walk away satisfied. I'm going to walk away fulfilled. I'm fulfilled even before I start. I know that I have everything I need to do this puzzle. Everything's going to be provided for me. And how much fun it is to watch it unfold. And as you notice, I'm not here saying, why isn't it happening? Why isn't the puzzle all together? How long is this going to take? Why do I have to move these pieces around? Why don't they fit the first time that I do it? I don't do that. But I do have a complaining technique I do use when the energy is there and I do a shift in complaining of what I don't have to complaining what I do, like, what am I going to do with all this money now that I have it, kind of thing. But today, I want to talk to you about something that's really been on my mind. It's about how you can have the awareness of reality creation and how it happens so fast. This is something that, once you become aware, because all there is now. And once you become aware in the now of who you really are, that you are the unchanging awareness, you are the I am. The I am, if I say I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am joyful, the one thing that doesn't change before the condition I put after is the I am. So all three of those statements started with I am. That is the constant. And what changes is what I put after. I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am joyous. So what I'm going to point out today for you is this one awareness, and all techniques are ways to bring awareness. So I don't necessarily teach techniques, but I teach points of focus in the now moment that bring bigger, expanded awareness, because once you realize what's really going on, then everything begins to change. And this type of awareness changes things very fast, right? So it's amazing that when you embody the idea, your experiencing of reality is reality. That the manifested experiences of people, events, and circumstances, both physical people, events, and non-physical thoughts and feelings, they're not reality. Your reality, you in the body, but even the body's part of the physical experience. But I always say, I'm the consciousness, I am the awareness, I am the breath that animates the body. That's the real me. That's the I am me. So when you realize that right now you're experiencing this video, And in the experiencing of this video, that's all of reality right now. Nothing else exists. There's no past that you believe that you have. There's no future. There's just you watching me put a puzzle together as I speak to you about reality creation. And your mind will tell you, well, this is something that Dede recorded ahead of time, and now you're watching it. But I'm going to say to you that you're more powerful than that. As you're experiencing the watching of this and the listening of this, right? Your observer version of you. Oh, look, we got a little bonus, another win. Lots of wins all day long. So as you're watching this, your mind will tell you that this is a video that I recorded and uploaded to YouTube and you can go and watch it. But I'm telling you that your mind's creating it right now. Your mind's creating me. It's creating my voice. It's creating what's on the screen. It's all your experience. And that's why sometimes we don't realize how powerful of creators we are, because we believe in the human story that there was another person and she created this video and then she uploaded it and it was there for me to view it. And that puts all the power outside of you. But your consciousness is doing all of this right now. And not only is it creating this video for you to view and enjoy, but it's also creating whatever you're sitting on. Whatever you're aware of is all of reality. So that means at any given time, nothing has any meaning other than what you're giving it. So you might think this is the most powerful video you've ever watched, or you might be thinking, this girl doesn't know what she's talking about. And both realities exist of those choices, and they're both absolutely right. But what it comes down to in your power is how are you right here, right now, using that? You see, the physical 3D circumstances and thoughts are always changing. They're not who you are. Just like when you're watching TV, the TV screen does not change. And it will accept any TV show or movie that you choose. And the movie changes, the TV show changes as the characters move around, but the screen itself that it's projected on, that's what your consciousness is. You're projecting this 3D reality onto your consciousness, thinking that you're only this consciousness in a body, but you're all of it and you're aware of all of it. So the circumstances are always changing. They're not who you are. It's your experiencing right now. That's all of reality. That's all that exists. And what you experience, the experiencing of the experiences based on which character you are, will determine what meaning you give it and what you begin to continue experiencing. Your experiencing of reality by deciding who you are, your self-concept, who you say you are, determines your entire life. Or, in other words, your experiencing of reality. They really embody this idea because when you're stuck on a certain way things should be and you want it to be different, if you're stuck on how it is, that's one concept, that's one version of you, self-concept. You got to hop over and start experiencing reality from the version of you that already has it. And when you start embodying a new experience in the now moment, things change. So when you're experiencing right now, all your manifestation experiences are created. So right now, you're watching this video. And let's say this was the beginning of time for you. And that means that your character has no past and no future. So as you're sitting here and you're watching this video and you get it, that nothing else matters except what you're experiencing now, and you decide that you are such a powerful manifestor because you realize that not only are you experiencing me talking now, but there is no Dede and there is no previously recorded video, that your consciousness is creating it all now to give you an experience that there is a Dede and that she did this video ahead of time. It's all you. It's always been all you. You're all TV shows. You're all movies. You're all music. You're all math problems. You're those things that you understand, and you're those things that you can get an idea of what's being said, but you don't understand them, right? So you may not be able to go walk into a hospital and perform brain surgery right now, but you understand the concept of what brain surgery is. And even though your character doesn't understand it, the very fact that it exists and there's experts that can do it, your mind created all of that. That's what I'm really trying to drive home here for you as we're uncovering this beautiful video and this picture, that when you start to understand who you really are and what's really been going on, and the big cosmic joke kind of that you've been playing on yourself, because when we choose a reality of our choice, we want to forget that we're the creator. We do want to go back as the character and experience it from their perspective and vantage point. But what we're doing here is we're waking up from a story that might maybe say 50% of the time be awesome and 50% of the time not, and then choose deliberately the version of the story that we really do want to experience, and then go back into the forgetfulness of all of that so that we can experience the unfolding. Because, there's nothing more frustrating, at least it was for me, because I'm so aware. It's kind of hard to surprise me. It's kind of hard to throw me a surprise party, because even though I may not be looking for it, because I'm so aware the majority of the time, I will pick up on patterns that are out of the ordinary for those people. So if I start to see something and it could possibly be something that somebody wants to surprise me on, I have to really go out of my way not to be aware like that, so that I can allow that beautiful unfolding to happen, so that the person can have the joy of surprising me in whatever it is. And now, since your experience of reality is all of reality, and nothing has any meaning other than what you give it, and you've already chosen what you would love to happen. So it's sort of like when you order a pizza, you don't have to go back and order it 5 times in order for one pizza to arrive. So when you begin to understand all of this, that this is all here for you, you'll never speak against yourself again. And you will trust that no matter what's happening, if right now you begin to say without any doubt, it's part of the shift and unfolding, and you are prepared to be blown away at how quickly your physical reality will change on your behalf to give you not only what you've recently asked for, but don't be surprised that that pony that you asked for when you were a little kid doesn't show up also. That so much stuff will be showing up for you that maybe there are some things you still want, and other things you've kind of outgrown. They're still going to show up, and you'll have plenty of other people that you can give them away to. Like, that's how much fun and how beautiful this actually works. So let me say this again, how powerful this is. That in this now moment, wherever you are, whatever it is that you're doing, look around the room. That's all there is. There is no anything else. There's no other countries. There's no other cities. There's no other streets. All of it is conceptual right now. Your mind will only print out in 3D what is needed in the now moment. So I'm sitting up here in my bedroom recording this video. My mind doesn't have to print my car right now. I don't have to see my car showing up in my bedroom. It's unnecessary. And that's what I love, that our minds are so calculating and so on point to what it is that we want and we need, that if there's something different that's needed, we have to let our mind know that in the now moment. And not only can you do that without using words, all I have to do is get up and start walking to the garage where the car is, that my mind is already gearing up that I may be getting in the car to go somewhere. And it knows where I'm going to go because it knows my choices before I consciously make them, because it's the one that provides the infinite choices for me to choose from. And we are so in sync. So when I hear some of these manifestation teachers creating problems that don't exist for you, it's like the mind that wants to solve puzzles, right? And so to get that out of the way, that's why I like to do a puzzle, because then I can say to my mind, there's nothing else to solve. We did that earlier today. So now let's just focus on what's in front of us and how amazing all of this supports whatever story I'm telling. So let me give you a more tangible example. Let's say you want to be a multimillionaire, but your jump off character that is making this decision would easily concede that at this time of making this choice, that is not the physical reality that you are experiencing. And that's okay. You are where you are. Just like when you go to drive your car, you can't start anywhere other than where your car is. It's your jump off point. And the version of you that's starting is not going to be the version that arrives. That's a different version of you. So the version of you that was asking for the manifestation is not the version of you that receives it. It's just the asker, just like the jumping you jumps and the landing you lands, and the sitting you sits and the standing you stands. Oh gosh, I'm starting to rhyme. I didn't even realize that was going to happen. How fun is that? So when you're saying right now, in the very, very same circumstances that you're sitting in, where you maybe had a couple $1,000s in your bank account, and maybe there are some of you that have less, and maybe some have a little bit more, but you declare right now that not only are you a multimillionaire now, that in this storyline, you've been a multimillionaire for the past 5 years. And you've just been remembering wrong, and you're okay. You don't have to be right all the time, because you are in whatever it is that you're declaring in your now moment, right? If you continued to declare that, no, I'm not a multimillionaire, here's my bank account, I only have $1,000, then that's where you'll stay. But if you declare right now, even though the circumstances don't show it out there, even though you couldn't prove it to me, you couldn't prove it to anyone else, and the room looks exactly like it did prior to you declaring that you're a multimillionaire, if you can give yourself one scenario that you could accept as the conscious mind could be true, where you've just become a multimillionaire and nothing has changed yet. So that example would be something like, you just checked a lottery ticket and you realized you won the jackpot. And even though technically you wouldn't have access to the money yet, the room looks exactly the same. But now you know that you'll take some inspired action steps, even though you may not know exactly all of the steps right here, right now. And in doing that, it will start to unfold the actual money arriving in your bank account, which could be a good 3 months away before you actually see the money. But if you can say to yourself, I could be in this room 1 second, I'm not a multimillionaire, and the next second I am, and everything looks exactly the same because of our lottery example, then when you go in your imagination and you decide right now that you are a multimillionaire, and that could be one way it comes in, but it doesn't have to. You could get something in the mail today that says you have an inheritance or a trust fund that you were not aware of. And once again, you would be in the same house. Everything would look virtually the same. More prizes for us here as we do this. And when you begin to see, and even though in those examples it's something outside of you, really, it's all happening within you. And now, if you stay in that choice of you're a multimillionaire, how did you become it? I have no idea. Because the more you start to question, how did I become it, right? Maybe you have temporary amnesia. You banged your head last night and you forgot. Give your subconscious mind a moment to remind you how. It will give you things that it knows that you would feel comfortable with. And that's how reality creation can take on a whole new way of being for you, because you decide it now. It doesn't matter that you can't show it to anyone. And you could even say, well, Dede, if I did win the lottery, I could show them the tickets. I guarantee you there would still be people who would not believe you. There would be people that would think that you're, putting on a hoax or you're trying to pull a fast one on them. So that's why we have to let the outside people, the outside world go, because I'll tell you this, if you come to me and you type in the bottom on the comments, which I would love for you guys to share, that you're a multimillionaire and this is how you did it, I'm going to high five you. I'm going to be excited for you. You don't have to prove to me, a fellow master manifestor, whether it's true in 3D reality or not, because it's the experience. So if you stay in this experience of what would it really feel like right now if the very fact that I mentioned it on this video, you have lottery tickets to check, you decided while you're still listening to me, you're going to get up and go check your lottery tickets, and what are the chances? Oh my gosh, I won the lottery. And maybe if you would have checked them earlier, those same exact tickets would not have been winners. But now, because I put this idea that you're a lottery winner, and that's all you need is that little bit of influence, you now are tuned into a reality where they are the winning tickets, because there is a reality where they are the winning tickets. All things are possible. Like, that's how this works. That's how this works. And now you're still in the same room. Or later today, you get notification that you now have an inheritance that you weren't aware of. And you would have even said, if we talked about this yesterday, that you don't know anybody in your family that could be that wealthy that would leave something to you like that. Well, guess what? We just created them now. You have a very rich relative who absolutely loves and adores you, that for whatever reason, let's say they passed away 5 years ago, that it was just discovered there is this trust fund and it's all yours. And the people right now behind the scenes, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, are working so hard to find you and get this message to you. So the very fact that you can believe this is possible, and how you can get that conscious mind on board, is if you've ever known someone that something similar happened to, or even if it was in a TV show, because I believe all things that are shown in movies and TV shows, people are drawing on some type of real life experience. So why not you? Because if you talk to those people that won the lottery, a lot will say, yeah, I knew someday I would win. But there are some that are really, really surprised and shocked. And they don't even believe it after it happens. I've had so many wonderful manifestations happen in my life that I still can't believe that they happened like they did. But it was undoubtedly that it happened, and it happened to me. So why not you? Why not me? I know that when most people are taking this manifestation thing, they take it into things that they need right now. They want that raise, or you want to put out a fire. You need this money to come in because you have bills to pay. And I'm saying that the more fun that we make this, like putting pieces of the puzzle together, the more that you just kind of bounce it around in your imagination, the very fact that we're sitting here talking about it, it is not only possible in your reality, it is more probable now than it ever has been, because in the Invincible CEO, my programs, we activate, align, and anchor. And all activation is starting to talk about it, starting to play with it, starting to ask questions like, why not me? And here we go. Here is this beautiful picture that we've just unfolded. So why not you? We are satisfied and complete. We had no idea what the picture was. We decided to go into this reality of the picture, to put it together, and now we have our wish fulfilled, our done deal. It's all done. It's already here. It's already done. Every single piece that was needed was there. And I'm telling you the same thing, that in this moment that you're experiencing reality, in this experience with me here, staying to the end and playing with this puzzle, and now we've opened up the idea in your consciousness that you have a relative, and you may not have ever heard of them before, but maybe this distant relative, you were born on their birthday, or you share the same name, or they saw you on social media one day and loved what you were doing. You have no idea. Or there are tickets that you have from the lottery that you have to go check now. And why not you? And what would it feel like right now, that this is the message being delivered to you, that these two things exist for you? How would it feel? Wouldn't it feel freaking amazing how much relief you would feel? And if that's the energy of what it would feel like, then invoke that as often as you can with the little things that you're doing. Like putting this puzzle together is like winning the lottery, like receiving an inheritance. It feels so much fun. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you would love to work with me one-on-one, I have so many different coaching options available. Please check out the description box below. Share this new channel. This is a brand new baby channel. This is only our second video, with all of your manifestation friends, and also share our sister channel or our parent channel, the Invincible CEO Wish Fulfilled Playground, also in the description box below. And come back and we'll have more wonderful discussions as we create things on the screen together so that you can activate, align, and anchor and manifest the life of your dreams with these beautiful, clear, concise choices, because there's no other reality other than what you're experiencing right now. And I'm telling you this, and if you have those echoes that come in and tell you, no, you're not, tell them that Dede said you are. You are so magnificently rich and abundant, beyond winning the lottery, beyond an inheritance, because you're the I am that allows all of this to come in, and you get to dance with it in reality. And my goal, my intent for these channels is for you to understand the power of who you really are and the power of the now moment. And the combination of those two will so quickly bring you the life of your dreams. All right, guys, until we meet again, happy manifesting and enjoy.